Grand Rising, my beautiful souls. My name is Aisha, and I'm the owner of Omara's Botanica. I want to thank you all very much for all the attention that you've given me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, predominantly TikTok. But the fact that you all watch me and you ask me for advice, it makes me feel great. And it also makes me never want to forget where I started, because I started in the same seat as you, and I started asking questions, and I started expanding everywhere and getting, knowledge from our elders and even some people outside of the hoodoo community, like getting information from everyone. So I thank you very much for tuning into me. Okay. But you know what? As you guys requested, I wanted to talk about candles. But of course, I need to be able to talk freely. So that is the reason why you're seeing this introduction on TikTok. And then here we are over on YouTube. Okay. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, when you are doing candle work, make sure you are in the right vibration of that particular work, okay? That's very important, because if you do a certain particular type of work in a different vibration than the actual work, you're more likely going to see that your spell isn't working, or is working in a way you did not like or did not want, okay? So let's talk about the colors of the candle, okay? Like I said, I'm going to make this a series. We're going to talk about the colors of the candles, and we're going to start off by talking about your white candle. I'm using this as an example, this 5 to 7 day candle, because of the fact that this is the one that I love to work with. Okay, and I'm also going to show you a tea light. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you a tea light. So this tea light is actually white. I had put some workings on it as for another TikTok, just to show you guys. Whenever I show you this, I don't actually show workings, but I wanted to show you this as an example. Okay. All right. So when we're talking about white candles, the reason why I love white candles is because of the fact that they are universal. Okay. Let's say you need to do money work. You can use this. Let's say you need to do protection. You can do this. You can use this. If you want to do love, you can do this. Or you can use this. Even if you want to do a hexing, yes, a hexing or banishing or something like that, baneful work, you can use this. And I love these things for the simple fact that these things right here, these white candles, including these candles right here, these tea lights right here, can be found in your local grocery store. It can be found in your local Dollar Tree, Dollar General, the 99-cent store. You can find this here. That's why I love these. Sometimes it's actually kind of harder to find different, let me turn this down, to find different colors. And especially those candles that have the different things on them. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about? It's very hard to find them sometimes in the location. Like, for instance, I live in Buffalo, New York. We have maybe about 3 metaphysical shops, okay? And one is a Botanica, which is predominantly Hispanic based. Great people. It's called El Indio here in Buffalo. Stop by there. I've learned so much from them. So much from them. And then we also have Strange Brew here in Buffalo, which is where I got most of my knowledge from besides my mother. Very awesome. The owner name is Onyx. She's amazing, wonderful. And then we also have Spiritual Rooted, where you can find the majority of your crystals and a lot more herbs and books, okay? So if you're ever in Buffalo and you want to take a look at the witchy stuff, stop by those 3 stores, okay? Okay, so like I was saying, the candle, the white candle, can be utilized in any spell work, and it can be used in any form. Now, I choose to work with this because all my workings are always long-term. Like, for instance, when I do abundance and I'm doing prosperity work, I'm not doing it for just something really quick. I want to continue to keep doing it. So yes, I am always using these, because this is going to give you about a 5-day burn. I think this is a 5-day candle. Yeah, this is going to give you about maybe a good 3 to 5 days, or sometimes even 7, depending on the candle itself and what you have in it. So I like to work with these very often. I like white candles because of the fact that they're universal. I will always purchase candles. You know what I mean? One thing we have to remember is that the main ingredient that's the most important for all your spells are going to be intention. Okay. Because some people they don't have access to this, so they can't use, you know what I mean? Some people just don't have the money. They don't. But as long as you have, Mother Earth and herbs and grass and everything, you can actually create a spell. But these are just tools, okay? You know, like I said, the main ingredient is always going to be intention, okay? So if at any point, because I know some people like, oh, get a red candle if you want to do love and passion, get a black candle if you want to do protection and hexing. Yes, but let's just say you could not get into that. The simple white candle does a trick. And it doesn't even have to be this large, okay? Like I said, if you're trying to do something really quick, these are lovely for that. I love tea lights, and this can be found in your local Dollar Tree. So right now, between these two items, and I get a full pack of these. I think they come in a pack of 12, okay, of these. Pack of 12. And just these two items right there, that is $2.50, okay? This right here can get me mad money, right? If I'm doing the prosperity or abundance spell and making sure we say no harm to none, because that's super important. I'm going to also talk about that too in another video for specification, okay? So yes, this has a lot to do. Listen, just a white candle is bomb. Like, please don't hate on the the white candle, okay? Or think it's soft. It's definitely meant to be pure, but it's super soft, okay? I mean, excuse me, it's super powerful. This is a hard candle. That white candle was pretty good. Now, when we're talking about white candles, or when we're talking about any type of spell work, okay? Like I said, the main ingredient is intention. But I know some people do it based on the days, based on where the moon is, based on where the sun is. It is a lot that you have to do when you do the spell work. But like I said, the most important ingredient is intention and vibration, okay? If you are in a broke mindset, because I know some people, they do these spells out of desperation. They're like, my rent is about to be due, my lights are getting ready to cut off, I need money and I need it now, okay? So they get so worried, because this is what I used to do back in the day when I used to stress. I used to go crazy about it. I'm like, I need money, and then I'll do a spell and then wonder why all of a sudden I have more debt. It is really intention and vibration. So that is why I always say, like, I think I broke the code to manifesting and spell work, because I now choose the feeling. How does it feel to pay off all your debt and not have a single bill due, not owe anybody, can take trips when you want? Just that feeling alone gets you just so motivated. So when I'm doing my work, that's what I have to do. I sit in that feeling. Now, that's prosperity and abundance and all that stuff. Now, let's say I'm doing some type of love work. While I'm doing love work, I watch a movie that makes me just want to be, lovable, and just, I'll go all out for my baby or something like that. Or I listen to music that, like I said, that music that you hear that makes you think of your loved one. Now, when I do self-love, I do the same thing, because sometimes you need to sing to yourself. Sometimes you need to be like, you need to tell yourself it's going to be all right. You know what I mean? One of the songs that I listen to when I need some confidence is Keisha Cole, Make Me Over. Make me over, make me over, make me over. Make sure y'all listen to that, because I be like, make me over, oh, make me nice. I love that. Oh, I want to be right. That made me get pumped. I'm like, yes, I'm looking good. So I'm doing self-love and healing work. That's what I do. Like, make me right. I'm going to be all right. I'm okay. Especially when people deal with breakups. I never understood why when people go through breakups, they say, I want the person back. Well, you guys broke up for a reason. Sometimes the universe is removing people from your life. Like, so that's another thing. We'll talk about that too. When you do abundance work or you do any type of spell work, and then all of a sudden shit seems to hit the fan, that is because your spell is working. It's not that it's not working. It's working. Sometimes you have to remove these certain things from your life in order for that spell to work, right? Okay, so I wanted to put that out there. But yeah, so like I said, it's a lot to candle magic, okay? And you can't be impatient, you can't be impatient. Once you do the spell work, you leave it. You set it and you leave it. You bounce, you walk away, you let it go, okay? Let it finish and then complete. And depending on what type of spell work it is, you could even leave it by the railroad. You could put it in the river. You can bury it in your backyard or bury it in your front yard or take it at the crossroads. There's many different things that you could do with it. But make sure that when you start it, you set it, you leave. Bounce. That's it. Don't think about it no more. Don't wonder if it works. Just let the universe do its work. Okay? But that's why I said when you're doing spell work, specification is so important. I was just watching The Craft last night, and we were talking about why specification is so important. Because if you watch The Craft, okay, if you watch The Craft, you will see why specification is so important, and why when you're asking for certain things, you say no harm done to none. If you just want to make sure that you pay attention to it, okay? All right. Now, I'm sorry, I'm just looking over here because I have a listing of things. So now we got that together. We're talking about the white candle. We're talking about how it's universal, how even though it's supposed to be pure and soft, this is a hard-ass color and whatnot, okay? Intention is so important. Vibration is so important, okay? What else did we talk about? Talk about vibration, important. Specification is so important. Now, one of the things that people always talk about when they're doing this is what day they should do it. I do all my workings any day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I keep it going, especially if it's something that, like, for instance, like abundance work. I'm always doing abundance and prosperity work and self-love healing work because I have a family now. So I got to make sure my family is fed. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that has a lot to do with everything. Now, once you get your candle all nice and dressed, okay, we've blessed it, we've dressed it, we are talking to it, we are getting in that vibration, that mood. Once we light it up and we say our prayers or our affirmations or our chants, we set it and leave it. But it is important that you monitor it, okay? Because the flame itself says a lot. When it burns down, the black stuff and the white stuff that you see says a lot. If it burns halfway and it doesn't finish, you can't relight it. That says a lot, okay? It's talking to you. Now, one of the things before I even get into this that I want you guys to really pay attention to is this. Can you see that? I'm going to put it to the side. Now, look at that. That wick is over here instead of being in the center. This is the reason why I'm using this as an example, because this is my candle that I'm going to use. I'm not doing work on it, but I'm using it as a description for you guys or an example, okay? One of the things you need to do when you are shopping for these candles is make sure that when you look at the bottom and it's smack dab in the middle and that the wick is in the middle. Sorry, like that, okay? The reason why this is so important is because if you're dressing your candles and you're putting everything, you're putting your oils and stuff in there, and all of a sudden it started burning, and all of a sudden you see it burning to the side, because this has happened to me. It burned to the side. Of course it's going to burn your glass and possibly break. And or you're going to think that the spell didn't work because now you got all this black soot right here and it's just burning and you got this super burn spot. No, that's why it's so important. I'm telling you, it's a lot of work to candles. That's why it's so important that when you look at this, that you get this. Now, I purposely purchased this just so you guys can see. So you can see that it's not in the middle, right? Can you see that? I don't know. That's how they do it, but right there. Boom. Okay. You see it like that, but it's still in the middle. But that wick is going. So that's telling me that when this candle was made, someone didn't hold it up. Okay, when they made it, they just they poured it in, and it just like kind of did one of these things in it. And they said, okay, cool. So that's another thing that's super important. You want to pay attention to that too, because if you dress this candle, it is going to mess up, period. I mean, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it got a little over, but it'll straighten up by the time you get in the middle. It's okay. But, that's important too, okay? So then you want, like I said, when you're lighting this, the flame, the sound of it, the way it's popping, the way it's burning, it says a lot. But we also will discuss that in another candle video as well. There's also times that you're supposed to be doing. There's types of work. There's days that you're supposed to do it. Are you doing a sun spell or are you doing a moon spell? You know what I mean? Is the moon full or is the moon new? You know what I mean? It's so many different things and variations that come with that. But in Hoodoo, they didn't have that. It's not like they could do it at a certain time. So we do it at any time that we need to. I'm not too particularly sure how anybody else do it, and anybody can add it in the comments below. And yeah. So yeah, that's how it goes. I'm not too particularly sure, but me, if I need to do, let's just say, and I give this example all the time. Let's just say I am interviewing for a job Monday, and normally prosperity and abundance work is done on Thursdays. I'm not gonna wait till Thursday to do a job that, or to do spell work for a job interview for Monday. I'm not gonna wait. Like, all right, I did the interview 4 days ago. Let me do it now. No, you can. Now, let's say, I'm not saying you can, but, or I'm not saying that you can't. You definitely can. But me personally, if I know I have an interview Monday and it's Saturday, I'm going to light my little tea work, or my little tea light here, get it together nice and dressed with a little bit of herbs, because you just need a pinch. A pinch goes a long way. Set my intentions, and I put myself in the feeling of getting that email or that letter or that phone call saying, hey, we'd like to offer you the job. I'm like, I get that feeling, a happy feeling, like, yes, I'm about to be a computer engineer. Boom, 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 boom. Right? I'm gonna do it that day. Okay? I'm not gonna wait. So I also want to stress that, like, I feel like spell work can be done at any time, but certain days are specific for workings. Okay, I know they say Friday is for love, because I think that's the day of Venus. Thursday is prosperity. I think they said Wednesday and Sundays are road opener. Mondays for peace, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna look it up before I proceed with you guys. Before I come educating you guys, I'm just want to verify. I know Saturday is baneful work, because back in my day, I used to do baneful work until I grew up and started realizing that I was in the wrong vibration. Well, that's a story time. I'll talk about that. But yes, so therefore, that is the video of the white candle and candle magic. It's so much more into that. That's why I said I'm making this a series, because it's impossible for me to put it in one video. Okay. But that right there is, I'm going to explain the different colors. And then we're going to go into dressings and sigils and anointing and different oils and different days of the week. And we're going to go through all of it. But right now, I just want to start this with you guys. If you have any questions, please comment below, or if you're watching this from TikTok, because no, I don't even think I can put, but anyway, comment for below. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and ask me any questions that you would like based on spiritual work. I know people don't like that I say this, but I'm never gonna not answer you. I answer everybody. I don't care who you are. At Omara's Botanica, everybody is welcome, okay? As long as you're just not rude. But ask any questions that you may have. If you don't feel comfortable asking, or leaving the comment below because you don't want anybody to know, you can email me at omarasbotanica@gmail.com and just say, hey, I saw you on TikTok, or hey, I saw you on YouTube. I would like to ask this question, but I want to ask it anonymously, and I'll answer it no matter what. And listen, I don't get offended by a lot of things. So go ahead and just ask away. But what I need you to do, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to make sure that you like this video. Make sure you subscribe, because that's important. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Do all that good stuff. You know, the YouTube lingo and all that good stuff. Make sure that you go ahead and you do that, okay? So if you have any other topics or any other questions that you'd like to ask, please go ahead and comment below or send me the email. And products will be coming soon. Just please look out for that. I'm updating the website as we speak. That's why you keep seeing me looking up, because I'm in front of my little office here. I'll be updating it. I'll be providing dress candles. I'll be providing little sigil jewelry, different things, and made to order stuff. And I got a few special items that nobody has right now. That's going to be super dope for you all. So just stay tuned for that. Stick with me. Thank you very much for those that have purchased readings with me. Thank you so much for those that are rocking with me. And I thank you all. And remember, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Peace and blessings.